Precious Lord, take my hand, lead me on, let me stand. I am tired, I am weak, I am worn.
The first time there was physical violence, I felt like it was my fault. I thought that maybe there was sin in my life that wasn't confessed.
Well, he'd keep me up all night and just tell me how ugly I was, how stupid I was.
I loved my husband. I hated the violence.
When I was contemplating divorce, I felt guilty that I failed God.
My husband told me every day that he was going to blow my brains out and he would kill the kids and kill me.
I struggled with the issue of forgiveness. I thought I had to forgive my husband.
During the times that my husband would beat me up, I would say, "Oh, God, help me." And my husband will respond, "There is no God for you." And I believed him, because the beatings just continued.
Precious Lord, and lead me on.
These are the voices of Christian women, women who have loved, who have given themselves to a marriage and been abused by the person to whom they gave their love. Domestic violence is the name we give this sin of abuse, and it is a sin.
Husbands, love your wives and never treat them harshly.
The hurt and fear experienced by an abused woman may be compounded by the reaction of her faith community. For some women, they may be blessed with a community where people have heard her cries for help, have walked with her on her journey, who have tried to stop the abuse. But for other women, that may not happen. Ignorance within the congregation may have prevented people from understanding a woman's cries for help. They may not know that domestic violence includes not only the horrible pain of physical abuse, but also verbal and emotional abuse. And a woman may feel the hurt and pain of abuse, but also abandonment by her faith community. If you have felt this way, this video is for you, for the safety of your children, and for all who care for you.
Out of the depths, O God, we call to you. Wounds of the past remain affecting all we...
Not only is domestic violence a sin, it is also a crime that happens in every neighborhood and in every faith community.
When I went away to the university, I really wanted to start a new life, and I identified very strongly with the evangelical values that I encountered in the church. I wanted to be a good Christian wife. The first time there was physical violence, I felt like it was my fault. I thought that maybe there was sin in my life that wasn't confessed.
Many of us have committed sins for which we may not have repented. Some of us don't go to church regularly. We don't do all the things we should do as good Christians. But no matter what we may have done or not done, nothing in our behavior justifies abuse. The batterer, not God, is choosing to abuse you.
In my mind, I thought that maybe I did something wrong to get my husband mad at me.
Domestic violence really is about power and control, and it really is about maintaining power and control. That it doesn't happen just because someone gets angry.
See, people don't understand that he doesn't have to hit you anymore. All he has to do is scratch his ear or move a muscle in his hand, whatever his tactic is to frighten you.
I got so that I was very keenly aware of his rising degree of tension. And I would get more and more and more worried that I would do something to set it off.
Victims try to communicate, they try to work through the conflicts, but it doesn't seem to matter.
Very little things would set it off. I remember one time it was because I put a different salad dressing on the salad. And another big issue was if I would break a yolk when I was serving him his breakfast. So it would be just tiny things, but it would be my fault.
One minute he tells you, oh my God, you look like a dog, you look homeless, whatever. So then you fix yourself up. Then he tells you, who in the world are you seeing? Who are you going out with? Are you fooling around on me?
It's not an issue of poor communication. It's not an issue of unresolved conflict. Batterers will do this in order to get what they want, and when that is control over that victim.
So the priest, I thought maybe he could help me. And he told me that to think about what I do wrong for him to get mad at me. And I told him I don't do anything wrong. I have the house clean. I have dinner ready for him when he gets home. I don't know what else to do.
And we're very reluctant to look at wife abuse and realize that the victim really has no power and cannot stop the abuse. We tend to want to blame her.
And it was about that time that it sunk in my mind. It's my fault. I got married white. God is punishing me.
God doesn't impose misery on you.
It's very important for the survivor to say that's his shame, not mine. And I want to give that back to him, and I want to claim back my own dignity. This is not my fault. I did not cause this.